Avalanche. The Fat Controller had led Boko in charge of the branch line while Edward went to the works to be mended. Edward needed to be fit before the summer visitors came. After a week, he was growing bored. But then a newcomer arrived. She was a wooden coach, and Edward thought there was something familiar about her. That evening, he heard a quiet, timid voice. "Excuse me," it said. "You're Edward, aren't you?" "That's right," he smiled. "Haven't I seen you somewhere before?" "Perhaps," replied the coach. "There were lots of us built for the furnace railway. That's your old line, so Thomas's driver says." "That's right," smiled Edward. "What's your name?" "Victoria," said the coach. "When I was too old to work, they made me into a summer house in the orchard. But now, a kind gentleman with a top hat says that I can be mended and work on the railway again." That would be the Fat Controller," said Edward. "Did you say where you would work? There will be plenty for you to do on my line," said Edward hopefully. Victoria hesitated. "I think the Fat Controller knew," she said, "but he didn't say." "Where did you work in the old days?" asked Edward. "My friend Helen and I worked on a branch line to a station called Lakeside," Victoria said. "There was a big lake with steamers on it. Wintermere, it was called. Albert was our engine. He was old, but very gentlemanly and polite." She broke off, chuckling. "Except once," Victoria explained. "It was winter, and very cold. Even the lake was beginning to freeze over, and that didn't often happen." "I don't suppose you had many passengers off the steamer then," put in Edward. "You'd be surprised," Victoria said. "For some, it was the easiest way to getting from the town on the other side of the lake. However, on this winter's day, the snow wasn't too bad at the junction, so we were all right when we set out." As we got near the hills, the snow got thicker. We reached a place called Havenwaite, where there were 2 tunnels, one at each end at the station. Albert didn't care about a bit of snow. "Silly stuff, he called it." "Thomas used to say that too," smiled Edward. "The steamer was late that day. Ice in the water, they said, and that made us late too." Albert was hurrying, because when people got off the steamer, they had to catch other trains at our junction. Victoria paused. She chuckled to herself before she went on. "Albert had been boasting about how good he was with the snow. Well, we soon got back to Havenwaite, and Albert stopped when his buff was right at the mouth of the tunnel. The gas whistle sounded. Albert didn't waste any time. He set off with a tremendous blast of steam, but the steam blew an enormous lump of snow off the tunnel mouth. It poured down and landed with a woof on his cab. Albert's driver quickly put on the brakes. The train stopped, but then a lot more snow fell down on Heather or me. She was almost completely buried, and half of me was too. Albert didn't move an inch. He wanted to, but he didn't dare in case he brought down more snow. The passengers weren't hurt, but it was next morning before the men dug us out. I had never been so cold. Albert didn't boast about snow again, though. "I wonder why," chuckled Edward.